I was right here, bitch.
So what'd you get?
I got the Nashville hot chicken
My
sandwich.
man, there you go.
All
I've
right.
never been there before.
All right. Yeah, you can start eating that, buddy. We're almost done with this one. So right when you're ready to give a review. Okay, wait. What'd you say though? You wanted what reaction?
Like you and Zach, like both, like.
Well, I mean, you probably got mine. I go, fuck yeah, Seth.
I mean,
Okay, I want to know, Ryan, how did
sickening.
Ryan's decision get swayed differently?
What do you mean swayed?
He at first was agreeing with me how it was saying it's like being in football and just letting the clock run out. And then at the end, he decided to go with you.
He probably heard the whole fucking story and
I
then
ain't got the whole
realized,
story.
wow, what a fucking coward this guy is. I couldn't do that and feel okay about myself.
It
Seth,
wasn't-
you even
it wasn't
fucking
so-
said it.
it
You
wasn't
said
so
you wouldn't
much
feel
the-
okay. Wow.
It wasn't so much the I gamble too, and some days you like your matchups and some days you don't. And if you don't like your matchups, you're not going to play as many. So like the 30th, you didn't like them, so you only played 2. At least that's what I'm assuming happened.
Yeah, I didn't want to bet on the stupid girls basketball.
Yeah, girls basketball. I can't. I want to
Bro,
bet,
the
Lost
lady
both of them.
Hoosiers.
No.
I bet on the Hoosiers.
but
See, Ryan, if he would have came out and said, I don't really like much, it would have gave his case so much more ammo just because even if he didn't mean it, he just should have said it. But he didn't.
So, well,
tough. It is-
the last day, the 31st. Yeah, you can't. If Michael has a chance to potentially win, I don't really think you can just cop. Even if you're joking, I don't know. I don't really think it's the right thing to do to just copy a parlay.
Thank you. You must have took
Tough look.
ethics at
It was a tough look the last 2 days with the 2 and a 0. I will say that it is a very tough look on
Seth,
Zach's side.
Did you go to Purdue or IU?
IU.
Do they not teach ethics at IU? I know they do at
No,
Holy
man.
Cross. I know they do at Ball State. I guess they don't. I don't know if they do at Ball State. I guess Zach fucking.
See, I don't really think if I think that's the thing that you guys have to think about for yourself as the group. If you do 100 this month, if you do 100 within the first week of the month and do nothing the rest of the month, as long as you meet your quota, I don't think there's an argument to be made.
Yeah, but don't you? I mean, I guess if you play 100 plays within the first month, I mean that's like fucking 25 plays a day, damn near.
I mean, I know it's an exaggeration, but if you get 100 plays before, let's say in April you get 100 plays on April 26th. If he wants to take the rest of the month off, then I think he has every right to do so.
Oh, I disagree.
I got family here.
I disagree wholeheartedly. With that. That's why we're gonna make new rules. Is this first bite? First bite? How is it? What are you fucking chewing?
Making love to it.
Oh, big bite.
That was a big bite. All right. Let me propose my new rules then, real quick. While Nagy, you keep eating then, and then you can. My new rules are. I think the 100 plays is nice, but I think, because let's be honest, like Seth said, there is a difference between taking a few days off in the middle of the month and the last week, especially when we have an actual race going on. Like all 3 of us degenerates were definitely looking at the numbers, definitely playing all the numbers, and definitely knowing what was going on. So I think the last week of the season, you must play at least 3, I would even say 4 plays minimum, I think. The last week. Even
Is
if
it 3 or 4? You got to decide which one.
I say 4. If you guys say 3, I'll agree with. If you guys
I say maybe you do an average. You have to average at least 3.5 or something.
I think with baseball and basketball, like having plenty of games, I don't think 4 would be much of a problem.
Dude, baseball sucks sometimes though. Like it's so hard to bet.
Oh my god,
baseball's hard to bet.
So, but okay, I would say 4. I think you should have 4 plays a day.
And you know what? You can do the math your own way, and you figure, 7 times 4, I only need to get to 72 games.
Well, that's how a coward would do it, but yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's the math.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if that's how you really want to do it, because, like I said, like, yeah, I agree. If you want to do it that way and you want to play 72 days, the
I'm
previous
definitely
however
not
many.
keeping track like that. I was
No,
just,
I'm not either. But what I'm saying is like the last week when there's an actual race going on, when everyone else is playing plays and stuff, I think you should at least have 4 plays a day.
I think
It's very easy. Seth?
maybe do an average. So your first 25 days, do whatever bets you need. Take the average of that. So say you average 3.8 bets, and you have to average at least that in your last week.
That's fair.
Or you have
too.
to. I mean, or
But
if it's
then
like
ag-
3,
But
I guess you could still you could do like 10 one day, I guess, and then 1 the next day.
yeah, that's why I think that's why I just think you have to go minimum a day though, because like you said, like you could play 15 plays in one day and then just take the next like let's say you went 11-4, you don't have to bet for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
That's why I think minimum is just a perfect.
So the rule is you still have to hit 100 plays, correct?
100 plays, yes, I think.
And then
so,
in the last week, like you have to still hit 3 or 4 per day, or we're voting on 3 or 4.
I say 4.
That's fine. I'll do it.
4. Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I was pretty much other than the 30th.
And the 31st. Yes. Okay. And then
If you would have not had the night you had on the 29th, whatever night you had the 14 plus unit thing,
you still would have only played 1 play that day.
I would have done 1 or 2. I would have
Yeah.
probably done 2. I would have done 2 because I was plus 2.8 units.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. That's one rule. My other rule, I don't really think I have any other rules. 100 plays, 4 plays a day the last week. What about, do you guys think we should add any other rules? You guys said there's a lot of gray area. Do you think that kind of?
I think that solved a lot of it.
Or we have to decide, do you have to be positive to win? Because I'm fine with agreeing with that.
Yeah, I think you do. I do not think a $60 dinner
I
is
think-
fucking worth.
Yeah, I think you have to be. I think you should be positive. I agree on
Let's
that.
say we're all -20 and then someone's -19. You think that's worth a $60 fucking dinner? No.
No, that's why I said you have to be positive.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I think you have to be positive.
no exact same parlays.
Yep, good. I like
That's
that.
what, yeah, fair.
It can be adjusted by game.
No,
but-
and Nagy, I liked your rule. I think you can only because let's be honest, we all I don't really look at your guys' plays when I make my card.
Most of the time, I send my card first.
I know, but I do think it should only be you could only have the same 2 play or 2 up to 2 plays as someone else.
Yeah, I always send my card
And
first. So I've never.
Nagy, well, except for the last 2 days, but Nagy,
No, that's not true.
but he said and then the first person to send their card gets priority over the ones above. But okay, yeah, no same parlay.
Is there a tiebreaker?
I mean, the
Russell.
odds of you tying the exact same.
No,
units
I
is
know
not-
the odds aren't great, but I mean, there's
Yeah,
still a
but dude,
chance.
yeah, there is. I say Rock.
That'll be April's court date right there.
I'll
Well, because like
this is our
what's
most
wild is
fucking
because baseball
interesting
has
power
such good
hour.
juice.
I would say rock paper scissors.
I say you pick your partner and you guys do most kills in Warzone.
That's kind of tough. I don't know. But I could just pick 2 Twitch players, I guess. So yeah, we can do that, I guess. Yes. Wait. Will you fucking give us a little review?
Or do you one of you guys want to also bet with us because we need a 4th?
Yeah,
It's
I
all
do.
fun.
I do agree. We do need a 4th.
I
Would you-
can't. It's so hard for me to bet baseball. I know nothing about it.
I mean, in
Oh,
reality, you don't have to actually play these plays.
That was
You
good.
think? Yeah. I mean, come on.
You think I'm doing 100 plays?
You think
or
I'm putting a
something?
fucking?
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't fucking make that kind of money.
Wait, give us a review.
It was good.
Give a legit review. Don't fucking if you don't like it, you didn't
I
like it.
really like food. I'm actually sweating a little bit.
It was pretty spicy.
It was hotter than I was thinking it was gonna be, just because I really like spicy food. I've actually done the wall a couple of times. I think I did that video back in football season. I had to do the wall for a punishment because of how dog shit I was at picking NFL games. But yeah, like nose is running a little bit, which I like. This was good. I picked it up at like I picked it up around 6:20 or 6:25. So it sat for about an hour and a half, which
So it travels well.
uh yeah, the bottom bun was a little soggy, which I didn't really mind because the sauce and the rub was really good. Mac and cheese, that was like a 5 out of 10 to be honest. I would not get the mac and cheese. Pretty underseasoned.
Wait. Tell everyone what you got.
So I did the Fatbird. I got the Nashville hot chicken sandwich that comes with the side. I asked the girl on the phone when I was placing my order, like, what's your favorite side? She said fucking mac and cheese. And then she also said baked beans. And I was like, who the fuck am I?
Beans.
Yeah,
I hate baked beans so
I was
much.
thinking that would be. Hey, if you had,
beans? But
you
no, don't get the mac and cheese. Probably get like the cornbread or something. But the sandwich, like, I think it was $11.99 for the sandwich and the side.
Now understand when you rate this sandwich though, you're setting the precedent for all
Right.
your sandwiches.
And I'm not gonna hold the time the food had to wait to be consumed against it. I'm gonna try to fairly adjust the score. But I think price definitely goes into these rankings as well. So it was $11.99, the chicken sandwich and the side. I didn't get a drink, but the size of the chicken inside, it was basically like it was almost like two fucking chicken or like patties you get out like on a Chick-fil-A sandwich. It was almost that big, and you get two of them on the sando. And that was like pickles, cabbage, onions, pretty good. But yeah, I think if I got another side, I think if I got a different side than the mac and cheese, it would definitely be in the eights. But I'm gonna give it a 7.8. Pretty good.
All right, that's a wow.
That's
All
a
right.
that's a high score.
That
Wait,
is a high
you-
score.
have you had like real Nashville hot from like Nashville, or is that your first time?
I've gotten like I got a half a chicken one time when we were coming back from Pensacola. We were driving through, we stopped somewhere. It was like outside of Nashville. It wasn't like
Yeah.
directly in Nashville.
Have you ever had Popeyes?
Yeah, I've had Popeyes like 2 or 3 times.
KFC just came out with one.
Okay, so 7.8. Ryan, did you have a follow-up question to that?
Well, I was saying 12. I mean, if like the size of 2 Chick-fil-A chicken patties is
A little
that's
like
shit.
each one was like slightly smaller than like
Yeah, I mean 7.8, like he said, that is also factoring in
great
11.
good value though. Like if
$11.99.
they have a bar inside, like
Yeah.
that would be perfect with like a beer.
Yeah. Okay, so $11.99, like he said, good value. He'll be doing a
Yeah.
different restaurant each week.
What's next?
We gotta take it to Twitter and see what people
Hit up the DMs.
My vote is Taqueria.
Taqueria right now. That's one vote. So
Well, I've never had Frankie's tacos. One of my friends said I should try Frankie's tacos.
Frankie, yeah.
but Ryan also tweeted, so right now he's leading the vote count.
Right, that
1-0,
counts, yeah.
because Fatbird did get like 4 or 5 people tweet that one, so that's why.
Right.
But,
I'll definitely do Frankie's at some point.
All right,
I've heard good things about it though.
7.8 on the sandwich. Do not get the mac and cheese. All right. So huge episode. That was honestly probably my favorite episode. That was fucking just talking what I love. That's just withholding human rights. I guess these two kids don't withhold human rights. But I don't know. I mean, this week's been kind of crazy with coaches. IU hired their like 19th choice for college basketball.
That was so bad.
Texas.
19th choice.
Dude, I'm buying it. I'm buying into Mike Woodson. I'm buying in, man.
Every single IU fan I see on Twitter is just like, we're getting Brad Stevens. And then it's like, Mike Woodson is who we wanted. It's who we wanted. I'm buying in. I'm all the way in. He coached. Like, dude, what? You guys just said, all right.
Did he play on the 87 team?
Yeah, he was with Bob Knight when they won it all. Very good. He's very good. I don't know. He's a good player. He's a good assistant coach, it seems like. He wasn't that good of a head coach in the NBA. But, yeah, Texas, that was the wildest fucking thing. Chris Beard, he did go to Texas, so I don't know. Maybe it's not that wild.
Yeah, that's the guy IU should have won after.
I think they did. I don't think he won.
I think they did.
I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's an upgrade over Shaka.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
Yeah,
Shaka sucked at Texas.
Chris
Yeah.
Beard is one of the best. I mean, since like I think since his first tournament he made at Texas Tech. Nagy, you all right?
Yeah, it's still fucking spicy. Bro, I'm gonna move it up to a 7.9, bro.
Damn.
Wait, you're not ranking on spice. You're ranking on.
But I like spice.
Okay.
So
So viewers understand when he's saying a 7.9, it's because he loves spicy food. All right.
But it had to be good spice if it's sticking around. Like
Agreed. Yeah. Agree. Okay. But no, I think IU went after, or what I was gonna say before. I thought he was gonna like throw up. Holy fuck. Okay, I lost my train.
Sorry.
After his first tournament that he made at Texas Tech, since then, Texas Tech, I think, either has a second or third most tournament wins since then. So, like, he's been very good. And, yeah, like, that's not shocking. I mean, Zach, we talked about it in our group message.
Yeah.
When it was, like, you know.
Do you think any of those
people had
Texas Tech players
morals,
would
we were talking
transfer to
about it.
Texas?
And Mac McClung, I bet. But I feel like Mac McClung is just going to go anywhere Chris Beard goes. But, you said you're like Shaka left, and I was like, oh, I bet they get Chris Beard. Like that, he went there. So I wasn't that shocked about that one. But Roy Williams, I was kind of like, his health has been horrible, like for a while. But like
I just didn't expect the like out of nowhere retire.
Yeah, his team was supposed to be good next year. It was like, why wouldn't he have retired before this year or the year before? They've been ass. Like, I don't know. Maybe them being ass was just too much stress for him. So that was pretty crazy. And then Coach K's assistant head coach, what's his name? Nate James. He's the Austin P head coach. So that's one guy who knows where all the bodies are buried at Duke.
Did you hear about the that East Tennessee head coach that just like stepped down?
At East Tennessee?
Yeah, it's like East Tennessee, I think. He stepped down because it was either like an administrator or like a bunch of alum were like bitching about how he supported his players like kneeling and stuff like that. So he's like,
oh yeah,
get the fuck out of here. If like our own fan base isn't gonna like support this, then so he like quit. He just like resigned today or yesterday.
I have not seen anything on that. Wow, didn't even know. Oh, well, I guess
that's pulled up.
Yeah.
Jason Shea.
Oh yeah, well they don't actually know, but that's what
He looks like a football coach though. That's the most football coach looking basketball coach I've ever seen in college basketball.
All the players are saying
he looks like a Dollar Tree coach-o.
Did you see Juwan Howard won AP Coach of the Year?
You see Mark Titus's response?
Yeah, it was perfect.
That was a good response.
It was literally the perfect response. Gonzaga, like during the non-conference, they played fucking everyone. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Baylor got COVID.
23 of their 26 wins, if I'm not mistaken, were by double digits.
No,
more than that.
All of them except
every
West
single
Virginia.
one except for
It
West
was by
Virginia.
9.
Yeah, and they won by
9.
Yeah.
So it's like it's in the tournament. It's like I know they vote before, but I think they're 30-0. It's 29 out of 30 games have been by double digits. Like it's absurd. I guess they just weren't too undefeated.
Did you guys read the comments further down after that response?
No, I didn't.
Someone else that said they were like, this is just the award that goes to the head coach whose team overachieves throughout the season.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
I think if obviously Mark Few, or whatever his name is from Gonzaga, but then like Mick Cronin, I think would have been my second choice.
Yeah, but they don't count the tournament.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
all votes are
all
regular
all
season.
votes are regular season. So that's
Right. Who's your?
I didn't know about UCLA. I didn't know they lost one of their recruits to the G League.
Yeah,
He was
committed.
5-star.
Didn't Michigan lose 2 to the G League?
Yeah, they did. But
yeah, UCLA had a kid committed, and then he
yeah,
decided
but he was never there. UCLA like in preseason lost like their starting center.
Oh, they lost their best player, right?
Yeah, and then they lost like another guy who like I think started like 4 games in. Like they've had to reinvent themselves so many different times.
That one player started unreal against Michigan.
Johnny Juzang,
Juzang.
He was at Kentucky.
He's a Kentucky transfer.
Yeah, transfer from Kentucky. But do you guys like? I'm honestly praying because honestly, dude, Brad Stevens fucking sucks in the NBA. Like he's just not good anymore.
It's gonna
I hope he goes to North Carolina. I think that would be
Oh
Bro,
my!
awesome.
It's gonna be-
IU fans would, I think, die.
They were
No,
saying.
I
I was reading an article on CBS. They were talking about like bigger name, like college head coaches. Gonzaga's coach, or like North Carolina might be like one of the few programs to get him out of Spokane. And then they were saying Matt Painter, and then the guy from Ohio State.
I could see maybe the guy from Ohio State. I
I can see
there's-
Holtman.
I think there's zero chance Mark Few leaves.
Bro, that would suck if the Big
Yeah.
Ten lost Matt Painter. Like the
It'd
Big
be-
Ten already struggles enough. We can't lose one of those.
It'd be great for IU. You could maybe beat Purdue. for once.
Well,
But
Oh,
no,
What
I
is it
don't-
like 9 in a row?
they interviewed Mark Few. He's already been offered like every job there is. He grew up in Washington Washington. Like he's like, why would I leave and try to rebuild something? Like Gonzaga's a better job than North Carolina. Like
Well,
he's
and they
good.
have
Well-
big recruits coming in.
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying,
get
like,
exactly.
the
They
last
get
5
big recruits now.
Yeah, the last
Well-
5 years they're getting McDonald's All-American and whoever the fuck they want. They just signed the number 1 point guard for this class, and then
Well,
they got
And Temai is going to come back next year.
I think the North Carolina it's better just right now because of how poor they were this year.
no, because you have to rebuild and you
Exactly, but they're gonna.
That's worse because Gonzaga's returning. They're gonna return that Nimhard dude, Timmy.
Temai!
They're gonna get the number one.
Like if you have one good
The
year,
ACC was bad for 1 fucking year.
but exactly. But if North Carolina is the good one with the new coach, like it's like, oh my god, I just came, we're so good again, and it's.
But his team's
Yeah,
not. His team's not talented. It's gonna take him 2 to 3 years to
But
be
like if you just
talented.
get hired over at Gonzaga and you don't go undefeated, it's like, who the fuck is this bum?
But he already has it, so he
Also, I
doesn't
mean,
need to do that.
Like North Carolina's got like stiff competition down.
I'm
there.
not disagreeing, but I am disagreeing.
He's like old, though. Like, if he was younger, I could see him leaving Mark Few, but like, he's been at Gonzaga for like, what, 15, 20 years?
Yeah, it's like 22 years.
Like, why leave now?
Gonzaga is a top 3 program in basketball right now.
Yes.
They're the past 5 years they've had a first round draft pick like every year. They get McDonald's All-Americans. They just got the number 1 point guard. The number 1 player in the country supposedly is going there. He's getting all these guys to go to these big time.
He went to high school with Jalen Suggs.
And now all these okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's going to go there. And then now all these guys who are transferring who are like, "Oh, I want to go to Kentucky. Oh, I want to go to Florida. Oh, I want to go to North Carolina." They're transferring. They're like, "Why the fuck don't I just go to Gonzaga and actually play for a good fucking coach and then you're in the Final Four?" They're going to make the Final Four so many fucking times now. Like he was a good coach when they weren't getting big time recruits. Now they're getting big time recruits on top of transfers, on top of guys that he has in his program that are 4-year starters. Like Drew Timme was a 4-star. Jalen Suggs was like the number 3 player overall. Corey Kispert's going to be a lottery pick. Nimhard was a 4-star that went to Florida. The guy's last name who starts with an A is going to be a
IE.
second round. Yeah,
Joel IE.
he's going to be a second round draft pick.
Who's the Florida? And then that Florida player is probably going to come back.
That's Nimhard. Yeah, he's going to come
Okay, yeah.
back. Timmy's going to come back, and then the other 3 are gone.
Can you please say his name correctly?
Who? Oh,
Temai.
Gonzaga's I mean, you could line up the coaches that would take that job. Roy Williams might even fucking take it if that opened up. He'd be like, no stress.
So what's the
I didn't know
on his
Mark Few's
sidelines.
never missed the tournament at Gonzaga.
Exactly. And you
That's
also don't,
insane.
but you also, if you do have one down year, you fucking are still going to win your conference.
Yeah, he's only got second in their conference twice.
So
St. Mary's
2011,
pretty bad.
2012, and then his very first year as the coach there. But they went to the Sweet 16.
St. Mary's sucks now, but BYU is pretty good. But St. Mary's is normally pretty good. The conference isn't actually that bad. Like St. Mary's does have a really good coach. BYU is pretty good. Pepperdine's okay. Like
Isn't Santa Barbara?
He's
in that?
had double-digit
Yes,
losses
yes.
twice in his career.
and like now he's just like, and what I love about him is now he knows he has the best players. He's just like, fuck all you guys. I'll play anyone in non-conference. Anyone. So
How bad did they beat Baylor regular season?
they didn't play. Baylor had COVID.
got
And they didn't want
canceled.
to,
Yeah, I got canceled.
then Baylor
Oh.
didn't want to reschedule.
I
They
don't
played
blame
regular
him.
season.
I wouldn't either, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, so
Um,
what's the over under then we thinking for the year that Gonzaga goes to a different conference?
They were talking about that a lot. They were saying how
I'd
they
say-
because they don't have a football team, so they could do like a bunch of the different stuff that like UConn does and all those teams do that don't have football teams.
It's
don't
like
know.
Notre Dame being independent in football kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's easier to switch conferences if you don't have a football team because football is like what people are tied to. Other than Notre Dame, yes,
I
but
just think it'd be smart. Like they'd make more money, and
but could they join just their like that's the thing is like
Can every sport go?
yeah, can every sport join and compete? That's like the
Yeah.
biggest thing. Like
Just because you can compete in one
I
sport.
think their women's basketball team is good. I don't know how many fucking sports Gonzaga has, but like
Well, and
I-
especially after this year, like there's so many sports getting canceled across the country after this year.
which
right.
might
I wasn't even necessarily talking about like a Power 5 conference like right away. I was thinking
yeah, but
more-
out there, where would they? I mean, I guess they could join the,
Mountain West.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mountain
say Mountain
West.
West. They could join. Yeah, they'd run that conference.
But
It is
honestly,
a better
outside of
conference.
San Diego State and like Utah State,
but they
like,
get like
I
they'd
mean-
be a lot more in the Mountain West.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you took Gonzaga out of their conference and you drop Boise State in there, like Boise State either wins it all or loses to BYU. If you drop, so like
Yeah.
I mean, the Mountain West is definitely better, but I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna do that, like you either go for it all and join the Pac-12 or just stay where you're at.
That's
Yeah,
what-
I agree. Pac-12 or nothing.
I think the other programs would be pissed. Like the non-basketball programs would just be like, "Oh, we're about to get absolutely fucking."
I don't know if they would though. Like I think it would bring a lot more attention to their conference because
you make more money. The school would get more money.
yeah, like they're like you know how much money your conference makes if you get a team to the Final Four, like. So like I think they might be okay with it. Like I think UCLA and USC, like those guys would probably say yeah, because they'd be like, yeah, we're gonna play a top 5 team every year now in our conference. Like if
And people would
USC
have better like TV contracts. throughout.
exactly, think about if USC beats Gonzaga in the regular season. No one's thinking of them as a 6; they're thinking of them as a 4.
right?
So-
Exactly.
Shout out Doc Sales.
I still cannot believe how fucking good the Pac-12 did in the tournament. That was unreal.
Best
Yeah.
conference in basketball.
They're not
Yeah,
done yet, man.
They
Not
started
done
like
yet.
5-1 through the first round or something like that.
No, they won all first
Before
round.
before USC and
No.
Oregon played, they were
They were like
11-2
9-1.
against the
11,
spread.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then USC and Oregon were both in the Pac-12, so you were gonna. I mean,
That's what it was. Okay, so the teams from Texas before the Abilene Christian Texas game were 5-1 going into that game.
Yeah,
That's
the teams from Virginia were 0-5 in the first round.
but
Fuck Virginia.
the
Norfolk State, shout out.
Why don't you like the state? What are they from Virginia?
Yeah.
Well, they won a game.
No, they got ass-bowled by Gonzaga.
Yeah,
So
but
Well, they won the play-in though.
thank you.
Yeah.
Next year, Virginia.
Does that
wins
count?
the
Oh, yeah,
first
it does
round,
count.
It's a
I'm going to
tournament
take
win.
the future to win the championship.
Who, Virginia?
Yeah, if they win their first round game next year.
Ooh, really?
If they do what?
If they win their first round, I'm going to take their future to win the national championship.
Okay.
Hell no.
What was I gonna say?
A parlay of Gonzaga and UConn women's plus 130.
Oh, if Gonzaga wins it all, that's basically a win for the Pac-12 too. They're
No,
Pac-
fuck Gonzaga, bro.
They're
You got-
How
Pac-12
about one for the Big Ten?
huh?
Bro, look at IU.
I know IU fans don't want Gonzaga to win because it'll
It'll
perfect
ruin,
record.
it'll ruin the undefeated.
Yeah, it'll
Jalen-
ruin your one record from 90 years ago.
Jalen Suggs is from a Big Ten state, so it's one for the Big Ten.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
true.
who said that? That was
Big
Big Cat.
Big
Big
Cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
Big Cat because he knew that the fucking Big Ten's a joke.
Wait, what was that?
Look, Michigan could have erased all Big Ten slander. Not really all, because they did have a lot of high seeds lose, but they could have done a lot because it's the Baylor effect. Like the Big 12 honestly was shit in the tournament too, but Baylor's gonna. I think we'd all probably. I mean, they're gonna probably beat Houston and go to the national championship. So it kind of erases the whole bad taste out of everyone's mouth about the Big 12. Like Michigan, if they would have went and won it all, it'd have been like, oh, Big Ten kind of sucked, but they do have the best team in the country. So like Michigan losing, then it's like you have no Final Four teams. Your whole conference fucking was horrible in the round of 32 and 64. So
It kind of goes back to my point I was talking about earlier about the Cubs hit rock bottom already, nowhere to go but up. Maybe every single Big Ten team peaked just too early.
no.
Because there were like four different Big Ten teams this year that they were like, oh, this is the best team in the Big Ten. They're so fucking good. They were Iowa, Michigan.
Okay, wait. Did anyone in here actually think Iowa had a chance of winning it all? They don't play any fucking defense. There's no.
I just thought they had an easy road to.
If I was rich, I would have.
No.
I had them losing.
No.
to Oregon
If I was
Same,
rich,
yeah.
if I was rich, I would put $5 million on Oregon money line on that game. Like that was the easiest bet of all time.
I didn't think
Yeah.
Luke Garza was.
But I will agree with
Garza
you.
was like a left tackle playing.
I will agree with you.
Okay, shut up, Ryan. That's
Michigan and Illinois.
in Illinois.
I would say
And
that's the only
Ohio State
two.
a little bit, just a
Yeah,
little bit.
but like I don't know about that one. Going into the Big Ten the conference, they lost like 5 in a row.
No.
Who's that?
Ohio State lost 4 straight before the Big Ten tournament.
4 straight. My fault. Thank you.
Oh, I thought it was only 2 or 3.
They lost 4 straight before the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, they were horrendous.
Yeah.
They should have lost to Purdue. They were killing them.
They peaked right before that losing streak.
They also peaked in the Big Ten conference then. So your argument is just flawed.
It was a hill, bro. It was like, oh
No.
shit, we almost won the Big Ten tournament. Oh fuck, we lost to.
The only team I would
Oral
maybe
Roberts.
like Michigan did make it to the Elite Eight, so I don't think they really peaked at the wrong time, and they had a chance.
Oh,
to win.
and they were missing their best player.
Yeah, they lost
exactly.
Liver. That fucked them a lot.
But Illinois, that's the one, like, because
That was bad.
with how
That was probably worse than both Oregon. Like,
But I also think
Oh,
Loyola
yeah.
should have never been
Ohio
in
State.
too.
Getting
it was definitely worse because I don't think a lot of people had Ohio State in the Final Four, and not a lot of people had Iowa in the Final Four, but a lot of people had Illinois winning it all.
Yo,
I
I think Loyola was also misseeded.
Yep.
They were,
Yeah.
but then they go and get beat by a 12 seed. They got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a
Beavers.
terrible loss.
the Beavers.
Hey, the Beavers were hot.
Yes,
They
they
were
were.
hot. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry.
Oh my god. All right. Anyone else have anything else to add?
North Carolina should go after Scott Drew.
Andy Dalton is one good looking.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Andy Dalton fucking blows.
No,
But that's a good call.
It's AD.
I've always had a thing for redheads,
AD.
baby.
AD.
Nigga,
AD.
you're getting Kellen Mond. You'll like it.
Yo, let's get Kyle Trask in the second round, honestly.
You're getting Kellen.
No.
You're getting Kellen Mond
Give me,
in
Mac,
like the
give me
third.
Mac Jones. Give me Mac Jones.
You're getting
Bro, Mac
Come
Jones
on.
got the first 5 picks. What are you talking about, Mac Jones?
Mac Jones is not going top 5.
dude. San Francisco.
Yeah,
they're
dude,
gonna.
everyone's saying that.
McShay
Bro, there's
says,
gonna be like 4 quarterbacks that go in the first 5 picks.
They said that's like San Francisco's drafting a quarterback. It might not be Mac Jones, but they didn't
Bro,
trade the
they
number
said
3.
fuck
Yeah.
They're taking
Wow.
Trey Lance or Justin Fields.
McShay has Mac Jones.
or
going
Mac Jones. I don't know.
No, so there's some rumor going out that someone must have leaked. Everyone now is like Mac Jones is going 3. So
Can we talk about the 2017 NFL quarterback rankings by the analysts?
we've
No,
already done this. We've already done this.
we're not talking about that.
Are we talking
Mitch
about
was-
when they put Mitch
So,
first? We've already talked about
Seth's
this.
a
Yeah.
Colts fan. Seth, how you
Yeah.
feel about how you feel about old boy Carson Wentz coming to Indy?
A lot better than if the Bear situation. I'll say that.
I would definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely take Indy.
I mean,
Oh,
the Colts just
well,
have
dude,
a way better.
I
They
don't
didn't
want
really
another
have to give
Philadelphia
up that much
quarterback,
for him.
bro. Fuck that.
but then again,
What?
I would be
I
afraid
don't
of
want
like
another Philly quarterback. Fuck that.
I would be afraid of like if Carson forgets to pray one morning, he might blow ass that game. That would be my
But
only
Carson,
worry.
hey, the Colts aren't paying Carson Wentz a dime this year.
That is true. Like it is a win-win for them.
Philly's literally paying
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah, I think the Colts are paying him legit like $4 million, maybe even a
Yeah.
little less, and then Philly's paying him like $37 million.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
insane.
no.
I don't understand how that works. Like
I don't
you
know how that
trade-
works either, but
They traded him. How the fuck do you like? That makes no sense. But
Hey, big winner in the off season so far has to be the Miami Dolphins, though.
Yeah,
do you
Laramie
think the-
Tunsil for 4 first-round picks.
It's
Basically,
either the Dolphins or the Patriots.
biggest
nah, I don't think
winner-
the Patriots.
the biggest winner is the Buccaneers. They
I
re-signed
think,
everyone.
I think Miami screwed up. I wanted to trade.
Oh,
for
I
Drew.
just meant I meant more like the trading kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
They did
the
really
Buccaneers-
well.
The
the
Buccaneers,
Buccaneers brought back all 22 starters.
Yeah, they said it's the first time in Super Bowl in the Super
history. Yeah, and the thing
That's
is
insane.
like think about if that team actually had a fucking training camp.
I still don't think the Buccaneers are the best team in the NFL. Like it's so crazy how well they played.
Yeah, yeah.
Neither
my-
do I. Neither do I. But I mean, it's Tom Brady. I mean, like I've doubted him too much that it's Tom
Antonio
Brady.
Brown was banged up at the Super Bowl.
I love the offense, but the defense got away with so much during the playoffs.
But the defense, like what got them to the Super Bowl, damn near.
Yeah,
I mean, it helped them win it.
Good, but they got away with a lot. Like no doubt.
Got away with winning? They got away with winning?
Bro, you gotta watch some replays, my man.
What'd they get away with?
Bro,
you talking about the flag against the Packers in
they
like
were-
the division game?
Exactly, bro. They were like that I don't think as much in the Packers game, but definitely.
Well, if the Packers had a good head coach, the Buccaneers.
Wait, Ryan, who's your team?
Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Oh my God.
They're a dumpster fire. They have Big
Corvette,
Ben playing
Corvette,
quarterback.
Juju.
So and
Rapist.
the
Hop in the
biggest-
back.
biggest fucking douche. Juju.
Corvette.
Wait. So what game did they get away with stuff? Do you think
definitely the
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
They
Bro.
dominated that game.
They dominated though. It was a domination. I mean,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. I'm not
They
saying
probably got away with
the
some
Chiefs-
stuff,
the
but
Chiefs did not play well. But like, bro, if you watch like after the podcast's over, just watch like a 10-minute recap. And just search like all the Chiefs wide receivers are getting hoed.
their line got
Okay,
dominated.
so
though. I mean,
you definitely bet on the Chiefs.
I actually didn't.
I bet on the Chiefs, and I got.
I bet on the
I bet.
Bucs.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers dominated every aspect of that game to the point where Tom Brady handed it off for the last 23 minutes of the ball game.
No, I bet on the Buccaneers. I always bet on the underdog in Super Bowls.
So someone is in your head telling you these blasphemous things because they
I just don't. I
dominate.
don't
If
think
you
the
want to tell me they got away with stuff in the Packers, because I do agree with you, Ryan, on that. Like if the Packers coach wasn't incompetent, they probably win that game.
Yeah.
But like they also like made some mistakes and stuff. But like that's the only game. But
I
the
definitely think
Super Bowl.
the Packers were definitely the best NFC team this year.
Like,
Yeah.
Last year.
like
Okay,
for
but that'd
example,
be
the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers win. Like according to like DraftKings, they're over under win total is like 9.5. I hammered that. Like they're definitely winning 9, or they're definitely going to go over 10 games. Well, I think they barely hit that. I think they went like 10 and
they won.
6,
I think they won
5.
11. I think
11-5. Yeah.
So they kind of like they're. And I know someone said, "What if they had a training camp?" Which that's a good point. But yeah, I didn't think they were all that great in the regular season. But that's just how the NFL is. If you
Yeah,
get
but they also would
The
play.
Bears,
in the playoffs,
They would play a game
get
and
hot.
look really good. And then also, if you guys remember when they changed the offense and let Tom Brady call plays, he had a 4-week stretch where he threw for over 400 yards every game.
That was so wild. He was so bad at the long ball for like 5 weeks in a row.
I know because they weren't.
He was
But,
like 2 for like 25.
yes, but they changed the entire offense. Like they were clicking the last
Right,
5
yeah.
weeks of the
That's why-
season.
I mean,
So
that's
what
why Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time.
But what I'm saying is, if you have a training camp, you get those kinks out probably game 1 or 2 because you go through a whole training camp and be like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this. So like they're probably clicking on game 8 or 9 instead of games 14, 15. But like I do think the Packers, like they were really good. They probably are the only team that could have beat them. I don't think the Chiefs had any of a chance. I don't care if you fucking throw a flag on every holding because there isn't holding on every play. But like the Packers actually should have won that game, could have won that game. I mean, go back to like when they started calling timeouts before the first half, and then Brady throws a bomb for a touchdown. Like the Packers could have won that game.
I think that was one
Scotty
of the
Miller.
entire NFL playoffs this past year. Was that
their front office would have spent their first round pick on a weapon and not probably a bust of a quarterback, they probably would have beat the Buccaneers.
Maybe.
Scotty Miller is what Kevin White should have been.
They're like totally different players. One's 6'6" with dreads. The other's like 5.
And one's as tall as me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm saying what I mean. I'm saying the truth.
All right, that wraps it up for us. Good episode. I guess douchebag Zach. Now that he's not in here.
Texting me, he let out.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna think about this again. I'm gonna definitely like.
Well, you are because
be like shit.
I'm gonna.
Shit, Zach was in the wrong.
I'm gonna cut up when you give your
I
answer.
won the hearing and he fucking left early. I'm reversing I'm reversing my head now.
All
That's
I'm
tough, man.
saying,
That's
all I'm
tough
saying to you two, because Ryan was on the right side of history, you two, this should speak volumes of what you voted for. That he
Bro, this is going in the archive too. It's gonna be a
leads.
crazy good archive.
Okay, but we'll be back next week. Next week we'll do more of an actual power hour. This was just we needed to handle some business within the company. So we will see everyone next week. Peace.
See ya.